Hi crocheters of the world! In this tutorial I want to show you how to create this little owl, which is little but very strong because he can keeps open the doors, the windows. And I really wanted to design something like this, a little animal, I don't know, something that I can put to the door to stop the door or the window, or you know, in summertime when we let all open and we have this problem with the doors or with the windows, we can put him and he will be really happy to to keep the door open or the window. And as I said, it is little, but it is really strong. And why? Because he is full of, inside, he is full of rocks, little rocks, of course, not big rocks. So to do this, we need a bottle, water bottle, plastic, like this. And we need the upper part and the bottom part of the bottle. So this is the bottom part. And this is the upper part, and so we will need a little lighter to heat the part of the upper part of the bottle, you know, to create them flat. Yes, so to make it flat like this, as I did here. And we will hit a little bit here, just to put it like this. Okay, so will be something like this. Okay, now this is all we need. Of course, acrylic yarn. I always work my crochet my amigurumi projects with acrylic yarn. Why? Because it's too how can I say, solid, not solid, heavy, I don't know. I think you understand. So it's not soft, it's really, so it's as I said, it's not soft, it's smooth worsted, so it's really good for amigurumi. Okay, because for amigurumi we have to give them a shape, so it's I really recommend you to work with acrylic yarn. Okay, now you can choose any kind of color you want, 2 colors for the body. And then for the eyes, yes, you can choose white or yellow or anything else. You can put white and black if you want to. I choose yellow and brown. Okay, I remember. So, and for the oops, okay, the word I was looking for is big. I just looked up in the dictionary. And so for the big you need and the feet you need orange color. The rest you can choose what you want. Actually, I will work this with green and with the light brown, just to change a little bit. Okay, now that we have this, we can just begin with our little project. Okay, so let us begin with the bottom part. As for the bottle, it not has to be perfect, you know, as you can see, it's just, you just have to obtain something like this. Okay, it's not necessarily be perfect, you know, when you hit it sometimes the things are not, so the shape is not really the one that we really want, but you have to obtain something like this. Okay, now for the bottom part we will begin with the magic loop, single crochet, sorry, chain 1, not single crochet now single crochet 6 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and we can close the magic loop. Insert the hook into the very first single crochet. We will work in spiral and work 2 single crochets into the very first. So work in spiral, it means that we don't join with a slip stitch, but we continue on working into the first single crochet of the first round. So I worked 2 single crochets into my first single crochet of the first round, and now I will go on and work 2 single crochets in each of my 5 remaining stitches of my first round. Okay, and now put a marker into the last single crochet work. I always use a marker when I work in spiral, because of course we don't know actually where is our last single crochet if we don't put a marker in it. Okay, now for the third round, so now I have 12. When you want to obtain a flat circle with the single crochet worked in rounds, you will always begin with 6 single crochets, then you will increase into the second round in each of your single crochets for a total of 12, and then you will add in each round 6 more single crochets, working like this from the third round. 1 single crochet, 1 increase, 1 single crochet, 1 increase. So 1 single crochet will be in between the increases. Then into the next round 2 single crochets in between the increases. Into the next round 3 single crochets in between the increases. So this is the idea, okay? And working like this, you'll add always 6 single crochets in each round. So now into the third round we will work 1. We'll begin with 1 increase, so 2 single crochets into the very first single crochet, then 1 single crochet into the next, 1 increase, and into the next 1 single crochet, and go on like this until the end, working 1 single crochet into the last, and because we began with an increase, so when you begin with an increase, you will end with a single crochet. When you begin with a single crochet, normal single crochet, you will end with an increase. Okay, and you will go on like this, working 1 single crochet, 1 increase, for a total of 18. From 12 plus 6 is 18. Okay, so I finished my third round with 18 single crochets, and now for the fourth round I will work 1 increase, so I want to begin with an increase. Then, as I said, 2 single crochets in between the increases, so 1 and 2, and then put another increase, 1, 2 together. Okay, so work like this for a total of 18 plus 6, 24 single crochet in this fourth round. So I just want to show you that now I end up with 2 single crochets, okay, because I began with an increase, then with 3, so the number of single crochets that we have in between the increases, we have to finish with this number, the round. Okay, put back the marker, and now I want to show you. It's really easy. It's we begin with 6 single crochets, then into the second round 1 increase per 6 for 12 single crochets. Into the third, 1 increase, 1 single crochets, 1 single crochet per 6. This is 18 single crochets. And into the fourth, 1 increase plus 2, so 2 single crochets in between the increases per 6, and this is 18 plus 6 is 24, and I finished it. Now into the fifth round, 1 increase plus 3 single crochets per 6, and we'll have 30 single crochets. This means that we'll work 1 increase, 3 single crochets, 1 increase, 3 single crochets 6 times, sorry. So I will begin with my increase, 1 and 2, then 3 single crochets, 1, 2, 3, and this is once, and we have to repeat it 5 times more to the end of the round, and we will finish with 3 single crochets. So I finished my fifth round with 30 single crochets. I will mark it as finished. And now for the sixth round, 1 increase, 4 single crochets per 6 for 36 single crochets. So this means we will begin with an increase, 1 and 2 into the very first single crochet. Then we will work 4 single crochet, 1, 2, 3 and 4, and another increase, 1 and 2 and 4 single crochets, and so on 6 times. Okay, so repeat it for 5 times more. So I finished this round 2. I will put the marker. I have 36 single crochets all around, and now let's see, I will mark it as finished. Now into the seventh I will work 1 increase, 5 single crochets per 6 for a total of 42 single crochets. So 36 plus 6 is 42. Okay, so this means that we will again begin with an increase, 1 and 2, and then, as I said, we will work 5 single crochets. So 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Okay, and actually, as you can see with our increases, we don't have a actually circle but a hexagon, but that's fine. This is what we must have. Okay, so go on and work increase, 5 single crochets for 5 more times, because we worked together this once and you will have end up with 42 single crochets for this seventh round, and we have just one more round to complete and we'll have our bottom part. I finished this round too, so let's mark it as finished. And now for the 8th round we will have 1 increase plus 6 single crochets per 6, so 6 times, and at the end of this round we will have 42 plus 6, this is 48 single crochets, and we want to stop after this round because it's enough. Okay, so if it's not enough, okay, it is not enough for you for the bottom part, you can just go on and increase 1 or 2 rounds. So this will not have anything with the pattern, so you can go on and increase 1 or 2 rounds if you. So it's important the bottom part to be to fit, not very straight but to fit. Okay, and let's put the marker again, and 1 increase, 1 and 2 and 6 single crochets, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6, and this we will repeat this for 5 times more, and we'll have 48 single crochets. Now that we finished our bottom part, so the flat part, we want to work 3 more rounds of single crochet, and we will maintain the same number, so 48 in I have here, but as I said, you can add 1 or 2 or 3, or I don't know how many rounds you want for the bottom part. It's there will not modify the project, the entire project, so will be no problem. Okay, so just go on and work 3 more rounds with the single crochet. I will work this round with green, and then I changed my mind, I will use pink, so I will make a really, really strange owl, but it's okay. So I will use green for the first one and then pink for the next 2, but as I said, it's okay, you can use any kind of color combination you want. Just work 3 rounds of single crochet, 48 single crochet, so you will not increase anymore. Something else I want to tell you, you will still use the marker, because working in rounds, even if you don't increase, it's in rounds, in the spiral technique, it's important to put the marker into the last single crochet worked, okay? So you will still use the marker for these 3 more rounds. I almost finished my first round of 48 single crochet. I just have to work complete with my last single crochet, but as I said, I want to change color, and maybe you don't know how to change color, so I said, okay, let's yes, okay, so this is my marker. I will take it and into the last single crochet. So for the last single crochet I work like this, so I will not complete my single crochet, I will not yarn over and pull through 2, I will remain like this with 2 loops on my hook. I will cut this yarn and fold just like this the next so the color that you want to use, the yarn like this, put it on the loop, on the hook, and pull this loop, new loop, through these 2, and like this I finished my single crochet with the new color. Now pull these 2 tails and we can just begin working the first single crochet of the next round like this. And we don't need a marker in this case, because we know that our first single crochet is this one worked with the next, with the other color. So now just go on and work your single crochets, okay, like this. 1 single crochet in each of the 48 single crochets, and I'm working the tails too on the back side. Okay, that's all. Now I will work this and 1 more, and I will be back to show you how to work the crocodile stitch, because we need the crocodile stitch for the body. So I finished with my, I put 4 actually, not 3 but 4, so you can choose to put 3 or 4, and now as you can see it's okay, so the shape is perfect. Now I just want to insert the hook into my very first single crochet, slip stitch, and cut the yarn. Make a secure knot, and with my green color I will begin my first round of crocodile stitch. And to work in rounds the crocodile stitch, we will work like this. So insert the hook into the stitch that you slip stitched, join the new color and work 4 chains, 3, 4. 3 stands for our first double crochet, 1 for chain 1 space, and into the same stitch work another double crochet, and this is our first V stitch. So we'll skip 2 stitches, and into the third we will work a V stitch, 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. Now again skip 2 stitches into the third working V-stitch. So 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. Okay. Now again 1, 2 into the third, work 1 double crochet, chain 1, 1 double crochet. Go on all around your round, working like this. So 1 V-stitch, skip 2 stitches into the third, work another V-stitch, skip 2 stitches into the third, work another V-stitch. So now I'm working my last V-stitch, and I still have 2, I must have 2 more single crochet to skip, and to join I will 1, 2, 3 into the third chain of the beginning chain 4. Okay, just join with the slip stitch, and this is our very first round of the crocodile stitch. But you know that the crocodile stitch is worked in, actually to complete a crocodile stitch you have to work 2 rounds. So this is the first, and for the second we just chain 3, and we will work around the first double crochet of the first V-stitch, 4 more double crochets. So insert the hook like this and just fold it. Okay, it's easier if you put it, and work 4 double crochets. So we need 5, but we have the chain 3 for the first one, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Now we have 5. Now chain 1, and we want to continue up on the next on the second double crochet of the same V-stitch. So we want to continue here with 5 more double crochets. So I was like this, and now I just turn my work into the opposite side, okay, like this, to work my next 5 set of group of 5 double crochets. So I have 4, and now here I am with my 5th double crochet. Okay, and now I completed 1 crocodile stitch. Okay, now we will skip 1 V-stitch, yarn over, and we will go directly to work our first group of 5 double crochets around the first double crochet of the third. So we skip 1, we skip the second, and into the third, around the third. So again, turn your work like this and work your crocodile. Stitch 2, 3. It's really easy, the crocodile stitch, it's only that. 4 and 5, and it's really nice. Okay, chain 1, and we turn the work on the opposite side, with the opposite side, because we want to work actually on the opposite side. So here on into the second double crochet of the same V-stitch, yarn over, can you see, and insert the hook like this around this one. So from the opposite side actually. Okay, and work your 5, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, and now just go on and work like this all around your round. So I finished my first round. Actually, now I finished my first round of crocodile stitch, and I want to show you how to join and how to begin another round. So this is my last crocodile stitch, and of course I will skip this V-stitch in between. So we skipped 1 V-stitch and we worked the crocodile stitch into the next, and this is what we have. And now we want to slip stitch into the third chain of the beginning chain 3 of the first crocodile stitch that we worked. So here, oops, it's a little bit tricky, but we can do it like this. Okay, so slip stitch here, and now I want to change the yarn, so I will cut this make the slip knot with the contrasting color, and I will work my first, now I will work the crocodile stitch here, but first of all we have to work the V-stitches again. So we will work the V-stitches into each of our V-stitch of the previous round. So I will insert my hook into the chain 1 here into the first V-stitch and join the new color, and chain 4, 3, 4, and into the same chain 1 space another double crochet to complete the V-stitch. And now I will work another V-stitch into the V-stitch that I worked the crocodile stitch, so this one, the very next one, okay, and then into the V-stitch that I skipped, so this one here, okay, this one. I work the tails too. Oops, sorry. I need a double crochet, chain 1, and one more double crochet into the same chain 1. So into the same V-stitch actually of the previous round. Now again into the crocodile stitch, chain 1, and again into the V-stitch that we skipped, chain 1 and one more double crochet. Oops, it slips. Okay, it slips again, and again into the crocodile stitch, chain 1 and double crochet again, and into the V-stitch here on the back side, actually it's, and this is what we have. So into each of our V-stitches, this is the V-stitch that we skipped, okay, so into the crocodile stitch and into the V-stitch that we skipped, this. Okay, go on and work your round and then begin with another round of crocodile stitch, and we will go on like this. Here I worked 5 rounds, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but as I said, depends on the length of the bottle that you will work on, how many rows of crocodile stitch you have to put. Now until the little fit here of the bottle, so on the bottom of the bottle, of course, here you have to stop, so some, what can I say, 1 or 2 centimeters, okay, you have to left for the, yes, this is actually 2 centimeters, okay, so you work the crocodile stitch and let 2 centimeters. So go on, work your rounds of crocodile stitch. I will be back to show you how to continue on the pattern. So I finished all my 5 rounds of crocodile stitch, and it's just perfect. Now what we want to do, it's one more round all around with 48 single crochets. So we will work again 1 single crochet in each stitch. So let me show you how. We will insert the hook into the chain 1 here, so not into the chain 1 space, around the chain 1 space, it's okay. Chain 1 and work your first single crochet. Now we will work a single crochet into the double crochet and into the double crochet where we worked our first part of the crocodile stitch. So here it's, and then in the middle, and again into the, here into the double crochet, there we work the next part of the crocodile stitch, and now into the double crochet of the V-stitch that we skipped, and into the chain 1 of the V-stitch, and into the double crochet of the V-stitch that we skipped, and again into the first double crochet of the crocodile stitch, into the chain 1 of the crocodile stitch, and into the next. Okay, so actually we will work 1 single crochet in each of our stitches. So into each of our V stitches, into the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, okay, all around, to have again our 48 single crochets, and that this will be our last round for the body. Then we will begin working the head. Okay, I finished my round of single crochet and I cut the yarn. Now this is what we have so far. It would be nice as a little container for your hooks too, if you want to. But we continue on with our project. It's just an idea. So we chain 38, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we want to join in a ring. Just pay attention not to twist when you join. Okay, with a slip stitch, of course. And now we want to work a round of single crochet with one color and a round with the other color for a total of let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rounds, sorry. So I will work 1 round with one color, 1 round with my green color, for a total of 6 rounds. Okay, so you can go on and work yourself the same thing, and then I will be back to show you how to finish off the head.